Polls on November 6th. This candidate may not have the odds in his favor, but presidential hopeful Ron Paul has a very loyal group of supporters. Many of them have become so-called volunteers on the internet. Today, Paul made a campaign stop here in Utah, and ABC4's McKay Allen followed along.
Ron Paul, rock the revolution!
Republican candidate Ron Paul found a lot of support in Salt Lake City today. He says it's because his message is different.
If they care about personal liberty and they're concerned about the direction of the country, they should vote for me.
So how different is Ron Paul? For starters, he's miles away from his fellow Republicans on Iraq. He was one of only 6 Republican congressmen to vote against the war. Paul also told today's crowd, if elected, he would do away with the Federal Reserve and the IRS. That drew quite a few cheers. If his views are different than the rest of the field, so is the way he's campaigning. Ron Paul has made good use of his army of volunteers dedicated to getting him elected. But he's made the biggest splash online.
Let's compare things on the internet. If we had the election on the internet, we'd win.
Ron Paul is one of the 5 most searched names on all of the web, and online polls show him challenging the leading Republican candidates. His supporters have created an entire campaigning culture out of blogging and now YouTubing.
There's no need to fear. Underdog is here.
Criminals in this world of fear and break the laws that they should fear and frighten all who see or hear. The cry goes up both far and near for underdog.
Call you a long shot and all, but, you know, that's all fair. I think we have to prove ourselves.
But if today is any indication, he will continue to greet enthusiastic crowds.
They think I energize them, but they energize me.
Paul will need that energy. Most polls show him with about 1% of the national vote. But supporters say, don't underestimate Ron Paul.
Long shots have won before, and if that's what they're going to describe me as, it can happen.
Vegas says Paul's shot of winning, about 200 to 1. In Salt Lake City, McKay Allen, ABC4 News.
Paul's visit to Salt Lake City was very brief. He arrived on a flight from Seattle at 2 o'clock this morning. He left tonight after appearing at 2 fundraisers.